Hey, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. It's Bay Solo in the house. How's everyone doing? Did everybody get some rest today? Sure did. I feel good. You gotta learn to take some time out for yourself. You gotta take breaks throughout the day. Naps, when you come from work, you gotta take a little break in there before you start cooking your dinner, or if someone's home already, they made dinner for you. That would be great. But if you have to cook your own food, yes, what you gotta do. But take some time out for yourself so you can feel independent and ready to go. Hello, everybody. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got some nice stuff to talk about tonight. I'm just so happy to see everyone is here. That's wonderful. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had enough food to eat, sleep, gas to go to work, get back home, things like that. All right, let's get started. Hey, Solo will not keep you guys long tonight. Oh, wow. I have some topics that I'm coming with tonight. This one is about the orange orangutan, saying in his video, they were showing him that it was from the artificial, let's see, let me get it together. The AL, they like to abbreviate it AL, but all the time it's the artificial intelligence. Yeah, he was complaining the video was fake. They saw some stuff coming out of the White House, so we're going to discuss that. And then we're going to talk about the student loans. Yeah, the student loans going to go in effect July 2026. It kind of started a little bit right now already because a lot of people are complaining. Yes, he's trying to cut it out. People is coming. But we ain't going to worry about it. I hope you guys don't. Keep doing what you've been doing. Cut back on things you don't really need. It's going to be hard. It's like a drug. It's like you're addicted, because I like ice cream. I had to stop eating ice cream, and I was craving for that ice cream. It's hard. It's hard when you cut back off of things you used to have. But the way things are going in the United States of America, the traveling ban is slowed down for the United States. They're not making no revenue because they do not want to come here. I would bring that on another time. But I had to throw that little bit in there so y'all can understand it's happening. It's coming. It's coming in some states, just it ain't hit yet, but it's coming. That bill that man signed over in July 4th, 2025, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. The orange orangutan, he might be falling apart, but he's sure trying to take America down with him. But if you're American, you don't go down with the ship. He's not our captain. He might be other people's captain. He sure not made Solo's captain. Yes, I got family also that's in college. And I'm hoping they make it through by the grace of God. And I hope the same for those that have children in college, that God bless your household and the students all over that's in college as well. And then we got to talk about the orange orangutan, about sending the National Guard to Chicago and Baltimore and so on. Yes, so let's get started, people. And Babe Solo said, bring your topic, but be respectful. You can bring your topic. You're welcome to bring a topic. Because maybe I can't get through all of mine because sometimes people don't even want to respond to what I'm talking about. But I'm still going to put the information out there because this is real life. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. This ain't no entertainment. This is real life that's happening to all Americans in the United States of America. All right. Hey, Tiny. Good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining Babe Solo and hit that like button. Excuse me. Where's my remote? That's too loud. I can't take this down behind my head. No, I need the other one. I need the other remote. The big one, is it over here? No. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, people. I'll be right. I got to get something because it is in the way. Yeah, I'm good now. My TV was overpowering me when I was talking. And it's raining here. The weather is changing again. So dress accordingly, people, so you don't get sick. So hello, Tiny. Thank you for bringing the roof. What's it? Let me clear my throat, people. Let me get a menthol. Hold on. Let me get me a menthol. I'll be right with you, Tiny. I gotta get a menthol. This is so good. It's a menthol. It's a menthol. And it yeah, it opens up your throat. It's really gum, but you get a strong mint. Yeah, it helps. It helps. But what we gotta do, make sure it's coming. Fall is coming. Keep that throat clear. And that's where it hit first, right in the throat. Hit the ear, throat, and nose. You gotta keep it clear. All right. Oh yeah, I feel it. Tiny, hi Tiny. She said, good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining Babe Solo Channel. Hit that like button. Subscribe. It's free. Yeah, it's free. You don't even have to pay nothing over here on Babe Solo Channel. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, thank you so much. For those that have not hit the subscribe button, check out my playlist, check out my broadcast, and see what type of workout I do, and then you go from there. And I thank you for coming. I thank you for those that are watching afar in other countries, in other states, even in the state of Illinois where I'm at. Thank you, Tiny. Hi, Amy. Amy said, hi, Tiny. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Hi, Deborah. Arizona Honeybee is in the house. She said, hello, Tiny and Amy. Tiny said, hi, Amy. Oh, I'm waking up now. Deborah, Tiny said, hi, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee. Amy said, hi, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee. And then, let's put your earplugs on. And then, oh, hey, Shine for D. I got time, so let me chew my gum. Sean D414. Good evening, Babe Solo, and everyone. Thank you, Sean. Welcome to see you here tonight. Sean said, good evening, Amy. I'm choking, y'all. My gum is choking me. Because it's real strong. It got that menthol in it. And Sean said, good evening, Tiny. Deborah Arizona B said, hello, Sean D414. Oh, hi, Lakeisha Sims Wilson. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. All right now. Thank you. All right. Sean said, good evening, Deborah. All right, with the honey and the bees. Amy said, Mayor of Chicago Johnson signs order aimed at resisting planned immigration crackdown. Possible net guard deploying during. I got some video about ORANGTAN, Amy, what he said about Chicago and Baltimore. I'm going to play it tonight. So, all right. Did you guys hear what Amy said here? About the mayor of Chicago signed order aimed at the resisting planned immigration crackdown. Yeah. Let me see what's happening with that immigration crackdown. Here we go. Mayor of Chicago, Johnson signed order aimed at resisting planned immigration crackdown. I got it, Amy. We'll come right back, and I'm going to put a star on it. Thank you, Amy. We will discuss it. Deborah Arizona B said, hi, Lakeisha. Sean said, hi, Lakeisha. Tiny said, hi, Sean D414. Lakeisha said, hello, Sean D414. Tiny said, hi, Lakeisha Sam Wilson. All right, let's get this roll. Let's get it going. We're going to start with Amy. Amy, we're going to start with Amy's topic. Amy brought a topic about Mayor of Chicago, Johnson signs order aimed at resisting planned immigration crackdown. And what I have here is says Chicago. Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson signed a sweeping executive order establishing the Protected Chicago Initiative across department effort to protect the constitutional rights of Chicago grown amidst the possibility of imminent motorized immigration or National Guard deployed by the federal government. Yes, they try to bring them to Chicago, but I got news for that. Okay, here we go.
I want to begin tonight with the executive order signed by Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Now, this afternoon, he detailed the plan as President Trump threatens to send federal forces to Chicago. Our Randy Gyllenhaal has more on the plan set forth by the mayor.
Well, tonight on social media, President Trump posting a warning to Illinois as leaders here in Chicago are preparing for the unprecedented. We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson vowing pushback against White House plans to send ICE agents or even National Guard troops into Chicago. Taking a page from Trump and signing this executive order, largely symbolic, requiring federal agents wear body cameras and uniforms and show their faces, declaring Chicago police will remain locally controlled. We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops. This president continues to go well beyond the bounds of the Constitution. Trump citing crime in Chicago, pointing to 6 homicides last weekend, even as killings are down about 30% this year. Writing on Truth Social, the weak and pathetic governor of Illinois just said he doesn't need help in preventing crime. He is crazy. He better straighten it out fast or we're coming. They're just looking to invade the city of Chicago. This is a part of his plan to do something really nefarious, which is to interfere with elections in 2026. He wants to have troops on the ground. The operation could be based out of North Chicago. Naval Station Great Lakes is set to host federal ICE and Homeland Security agents. It's unclear if the National Guard will join, and using the Guard for domestic crime could be unconstitutional.
He cannot use the National Guard to enforce immigration law, because in order to federalize the National Guard, there has to be an insurrection, or we must be under some kind of invasion or rebellion in order to justify that.
Well, Chicago officials say there is no emergency here. If the immigration raids were to start next week, they could coincide with the Mexican Independence Day celebrations here in the city. Reporting downtown, Randy Gyllenhaal, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Amy. That was good information for people to know. That was good information, Amy. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me hold on for a second. Let me get this out. Let me get this together. Let me tell y'all something. The information that Amy brought tonight is very important. Anybody that's sitting in this room can ignore this all you want to, because this stuff is real. That man, the orangutan, is breaking the Constitution rights. Let me show you what I want to show you, but what he's saying here. This is what he's saying here about coming to Chicago and Baltimore.
Decided you're definitely going to send National Guard troops to Chicago?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political.
Hold up. Did y'all hear him? He said, I don't know. I didn't say when. Why is he hesitating? Hi, Miss Regina. Hey, Miss Regina, welcome. Good to see you. Amy said, he doesn't play. Yeah, you go, Amy. I like that. And Sean D, he said, Deborah. What's up with that arm, Deborah? Miss Sean, that arm be making me laugh. It be so small. Thank you for the prayers and blue for hearts. Red, white, and blue. All right, Sean D. Amy said he doesn't play. And there Miss Regina's in the house. Miss Regina's here. All this, so nice to see you. He's hesitating because it's not the right thing to do. Now listen to it. I'm gonna play it again, you guys. Listen how he's talking. Listen how that man, the orangutan, is speaking. I'm gonna start it over. Let me start it over. And I want y'all to pay attention how he's speaking about Chicago and Baltimore and so on, because he's amazing. So many people are talking about, oh, they coming here, they coming here. I would not believe it till I see it, because why he haven't sent them already? Listen how he say it.
I have an obligation when we lose.
Hold on.
National Guard troops to Chicago.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. Place in the world, including you can go to.
Did y'all hear that lying man? Did you hear that lying man? The amount of people he said was killed. Did y'all hear when I played Amy's that the crime rates are down? Did y'all hear he said how many people was killed? The man exaggerated. He's exaggerating. I like that statement, Miss Regina. He's hesitating because he knows it's not the right thing to do. I like that statement. That's a nice statement there, Miss Regina. I'm not going to worry about this man sending on troops to Chicago or to Illinois, because Illinois is in, and Chicago is in the state of Illinois, until I see it with my own eyes, because he sure ain't sent them yet. And Deborah Arizona B said, hello, Miss Regina. Tiny said, hello, Miss Regina. Sean said, good, Miss Regina, good. He liked that answer you gave. And Tiny said yes to you, Miss Regina. And I feel the same way. He is hesitating. We're going to listen to him some more.
Afghanistan, you.
Hold on, let me get it right. This man is crazy.
Have you decided you're definitely going to send National Guard troops to Chicago?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation. When we lose, when 20 people are killed over the last 2.5 weeks, and 75 are shot with bullets, 75. There's no place in the world, including you can go to Afghanistan. You. Now, I would love to have him call. I would love the governor of Illinois. I'd be honored to take his call. All he has to do is say, sir, we need help. It's out of control. And everyone knows it is. He's not kidding anyone. I would love to have, I would say, Governor Moore call, because I watched him over the weekend trying to explain that Baltimore, what they need is housing. No, they don't need housing. They need to get rid of the criminals. He's a hardcore.
Did y'all hear how that man talking about Chicago and Baltimore? Baltimore said they need housing. They don't need no National Guards. He said they don't need housing. Every state need housing. Right now, we had our board meeting here in Dalton, and they're talking about building houses for single families. They got people that want to come to Dalton and help put up some places for single families to have a place to stay. And they also was talking about for veterans as well. So what is this orangutan is talking about? Everybody need housing. And then the amount of people being killed over the weekend, he lying. You can investigate yourself how many people have been killed. And if you go in every state, you don't want to do it. It's depressing. So this man's sitting here lying. Listen to what else he had to say.
Of the criminals. These are hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals. Frankly, they were born to be criminals, and they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have those people.
Did y'all hear that? I added that because of what Amy brought out about the National Guards coming here. And now the mayor of Chicago signed the executive bill because he's breaking the Constitution right. The National Guards do not need to come to no one state because it's not a war. There's no war. Killing and stuff was going on before we all was born. In the Bible days, they were doing the killing. They weren't using guns, they were using swords, and they will stone people to death. What nothing really has not changed except for the man making weapons, you know, more better, you know, instead of having swords, they went to guns, you know. So this stuff gonna be like this till the world ends. And man is not gonna be the one gonna destroy this world. I don't believe that at all. You guys can believe man gonna destroy the world. I don't. I don't believe that for one bit. No, no, man is not God. So that's why I wanted to bring that out about the orangutan, because Amy, well, she brought that up about the National Guards, and that's what I wanted to talk about too. So we had this on the same page, me and Amy. Orange Orangutan talks about sending National Guard to Chicago and Baltimore and so on. And so right now, the Chicago mayor, y'all saw it on the video, he signed the executive order. And also, Trump lost in California. He can't bring the National Guards there. The judge said no. He lost in court. I have that too. But I didn't supposed to bring that up tonight, but he did. He lost in California. And I know I had, but I put it aside because I wanted to stay on the topic. And so far, the topic is about Chicago and Baltimore. Because a lot of other YouTubers were talking about Chicago today, and it was an uproar. It was just too much to listen to. Different opinions just went wild. It was just noise and out of control. Do not let people bring you down from what you hear. Look up the information yourself. Look and see what's going on for yourself, so you don't be sitting up here stressing out, because you can't believe everything people tells you. But what I'm telling you, you saw it with your own eyes and your own ears. I'm not sitting up here just telling you. I showed it to you, how this orangutan is doing and how he's lying before the world. He's lying. And you don't bring National Guards in unless you go into war. They're trained to kill. So I don't understand why that, that's my watch. Yeah, I had to fix my watch. And so I just wanted to bring that out. And Amy did too, about the executive bill being signed. That's a good thing that Johnson did that. But a lot of people is talking against the mayor and the governor of Illinois. And they need to worry about their own backyard, because they don't even live here, the ones that are doing the big talking. They need to look and see what's going to happen in their state. Because right now, I'm bringing all the states to the table on my channel. Baltimore, I don't live in Baltimore, but Trump, orangutan, wants to do the same thing over in Baltimore. And if you pay attention to the orangutan, he's only going to the blue states. He's not sending the National Guards to the Republican states. It's sad we have to live this way, because just because back in the century that slavery was there, they want to bring us back to the Jim Crow time. And it's not going to happen. God forbid. God forbid, it's not going to happen. What's happening now, we got to all go through it. And eventually it's going to pass, just like everything else. Then something new going to start up, and we got to deal with that too. So take your day by day. Don't take your day worrying so far ahead. Keep your mind on what's happening this day. Now, if the Lord allow you to wake up tomorrow, deal with that day. Don't jump so far ahead in your life. And then that'll eliminate some of that pressure, the stress that other people bring to your ears to hear. Learn for yourself. That's the best way. And you can keep peace in yourself when you learn from yourself. Thank you, Amy, for bringing your topic. Dave Solo likes that. All right. Now I want to talk about what the orangutan did. I think somebody was smuggling something. Why were they throwing something out the White House window? I got the video right here. Watch carefully. Did y'all see it? That window right there in the middle. See it throw out the window? What is they throwing out the window? Is there somebody on the ground catching that bag? I'm going to let y'all watch it over and over. And then I want somebody to talk about this. Keep watching that window. I want to know, what are they throwing out that bag? Amy said Mayor of Chicago Johnson signed order aimed at resisting plan administration crackdown. Possible net National Guard deployed during. It's going to be a minute there, Amy, because Orangutan stood right here and said, I didn't say when. But I want to know what they're throwing out that window. This is at the White House. This is at the White House. Something is being thrown out that window. Pay attention. Why are they dropping something out the window? They're giving that to somebody. I wonder if they smuggling allegedly drugs in the White House. You never know. It could be a bag of drugs, allegedly, or a bag of money, allegedly, or files, allegedly, or important documents, allegedly. Did nobody investigate that? And I'm going to show you something else. They tried to show the orangutan. They told the orangutan, they showing the orangutan the picture of the video. He said it was fake. This is what the orangutan said. President Orangutan Donald Unk said Tuesday that the video circulating online that showed items being tossed out the upstairs window of the White House was created by artificial intelligence, despite his press team seeming to confirm that the video is real. The orangutan Unk, who has boasted of being an expert and been designed as take on modeling projects at Trump at the White House, told reporters that the video has got to be fake because the windows, he said, are heavy and sealed shut. Now, do it look like that window is shut? This fool is sitting here. They trying to show him. Look at his face. Look at his turkey neck. Look at that turkey neck. Dude, they got gel on their hair. He trying to show this man that that's a real video, is not fake. He's sitting up here saying that was a fake video with stuff coming out the window. That's what the orangutan is saying right now about that video. Then if you look at the video, pay attention to the video. Watch what come out the window. Do that look artificial to y'all? No, this ain't what's happening. This ain't what's happening. Sean said, a dirty diaper. Sean just said a dirty diaper. Oh my God. Tiny was saying amen to what I said earlier when I said live day by day. I know what you were saying that for. I know. Thank you, Tiny. Thank you for your blessing. And then Tiny said it might be drugs. Amy said, hi, Miss Regina and Lakeisha. And then Amy said, hi, Sean 414. All right. And Sean said it's a dirty diaper. I like that, Sean. Look at him, Sean. Let me show you. You know, he's throwing his diapers out the window. Ain't that something, a dirty diaper? Wait a minute. Amy said, what happened to me? What happened to me? Amy, what happened to me? What happened? Hi, Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. She said, orangutan. Yes, Sarah. It's the orangutan. I'm going to show you guys again the video. And Sean said it's a dirty diaper. And that's a good one. I like that. He said, a dirty diaper. Watch the window. Keep watching the video. You're going to see something get tossed out the window. President Orangutan Unk said the video is fake because the windows, he said, in the White House is heavy and sealed shut. Do they look like they sealed to y'all? That window is up. That man got the window up. I wonder what he throwing out that window. Let me see. Watch carefully, people. Watch it drop. Sean said it's a dirty diaper. That is too funny. Amy said, what happened to me? She said, And Sarah said, "Orangutan." Yeah. He said, what happened to Michael? You right. Hold on. Thank you, Amy. I got something to say. Did somebody block Michael? Last night at the meeting, Michael's name was distracted out of the chat room, and it said restricted. Come on, people. Don't do that. Amy, thank you, because I am concerned, because I was thinking about that all day today, and I wanted to see what happened. Let me look and see. I don't know. Something is wrong. Amy, we're going to find out what happened to Michael. As soon as my video come available, I'm going to go back and watch the chat room, and it's going to show me what happened. And I'm going to see if he blocked. Because if somebody blocked him, you're wrong for that. That's not nice. Let's hope he's able to come in tonight. Yes. And Sean said, "Hey, Sarah." Sarah said, "Hello, Sean B414. Tiny said, "Hi, Sarah." And then Sean said, "Yes, what happened to Michael?" I'm disappointed, Sean, because it happened yesterday during the chat. Michael was writing in the chat, he was moderating. And all of a sudden, his name got distracted. I saw it with my own eyes. And I was like, who is messing with my moderators? Because people can't block you without the moderator or me. And I'm going to find out what happened. Sarah said, "Hi, Tiny." Sean, let's hope Michael can write tonight. If Michael don't come in, if he can't write, that means someone blocked him out the room. You can only do so much. One of my moderators, Tiny, can you go to the 3 dots on the side and tell me what do you see, but don't hit nothing. Moderators have a certain amount of power in the chat room, but other people can hit them dots too. Let me ask somebody like, let me see who I can ask. Not a moderator. I don't want a moderator to look. I want someone like Lakeisha. Lakeisha, are you still in the room? Or Sarah can do it if Lakeisha not here, because they're not moderators. If my moderators do it, they're gonna see more action than a regular person. Because Sarah, can you help Bay Solo out for a second? Sarah, you said hi, Amy. Sarah, I need you to go. You see, next to pick a name in the room, but don't click on nothing. There's 3 dots on the side, right hand side. I'm facing you guys. On my end, it's on the right hand side. It's at the end, this direction or that direction. It's 3 dots, like a period. I want you to click on it and tell me what you see. Tiny said you can block. That's what I'm trying to find out. But I want to find out a person that's not a moderator. What do they see, Tiny? I'm trying to get Sarah to do it for me, because I need to find out what's going on in this chat, because then I know someone blocked Michael yesterday and they had no right to do that. No. Because it said his comment was distracted. Distracted don't mean you're supposed to say delete comment, and it would say the comment was delete, and he's supposed to still be able to write. He never was able to return. I noticed that. He didn't return at all. So is Sarah listening? Can you hear me, Sarah? Sarah, I need somebody that's not a moderator. It's look towards the you know, where you slide the bar up and down on the page. No, the dots are there. They're there in every chat room, any chat room. Sarah, it's there. It you know where you slide your page up with that line? Go that direction. You're gonna see. You gotta point your mouse at it, and then the 3 dots gonna appear. It's gonna be 3 dots. Yeah. On my end, it takes delete comment, put in user in timeout. So if you can read and tell me what it says. She said, did it say retract? It's a, let's see, let me show you. I'm gonna go live in my room. Because I need to know, because this is what I'm gonna show you people. If you ever get knocked out of a room, it's somebody in there that don't like you is doing that to you. That's what people do. They think they smart. But I'm gonna show y'all how to be smart. Then you know what happened to you if you ever get knocked out of the room. I'm trying to find my live. Here it is. I'm trying to find my live. I only see those when I'm monitoring. I'm on my phone now. I will look on my, oh yeah, you need your desktop. You need, I don't know, is everybody on a desktop or you on your phone? But if you're on your phone, you could touch a person's name. You could touch their name on your phone, Sarah. Touch it on your phone. When you touch it on your phone, they're gonna say remove. They're gonna say put in timeout. I need to know what you see. You touch a name with your finger, and then a list gonna appear up. Yes. If it says retract, that means the person who wrote it removed it themselves. Okay. Do anybody remember what it said by Michael's name last night? Tiny, I think you saw it. You told me about it. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I did on my phone, no dots. Okay, just tap a name in this chat room. Just put your finger on anybody's name. And then the list gonna come up. And they're gonna tell you what you can do to that person. Yes. Just put your finger on that name. Any name in the chat, and it's gonna come up like this. And it's gonna be a list telling you what you can do. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it right here, see? There's a list. I'm gonna tell you what I did. See, I touched Amy. See, there go your name, Sarah. I touched your name. See all that information right there? You could time out a person. You see what I'm saying? Just touch the name, the list will pop up. Just touch the name. Just give me the two options, report or block. There you go. This is what people are doing, everybody. You see what Sarah had right there? If you ever get blocked in a chat room and the moderator said they didn't do it and the host said they didn't do it, that somebody in the room did that to you. I'm serious. That anybody can block you and report you in that chat room without even being a moderator. I just want y'all to be aware of that no matter what chat room you go in. A lot of hosts don't believe that happened. I had to tell I was in somebody's room 2 days ago, and I told that person, she said, oh, I'm blocked. She said, why y'all keep blocking me? And then the host said, well, I didn't block you. Then the moderator said, I didn't block you. And then I wrote in and I said, you can block a person without being a moderator or a host. You see what Sarah put up there on that page? Those are the options. Without being a moderator. There's some people, they love being dirty and they play dirty. So I don't understand why one person treat you like that. Half the time people don't even know each other and they will still treat you dirty. Y'all got to watch out for that type of stuff. That's why Babe Solo said, you can't come over here with the foolishness. You gotta stop it because I don't want all that stress. I got my own life over here. I don't live my life 24/7 on the internet. I got my responsibility outside of the internet, and I surely think you guys do too. So we don't need people to come in the chat room and try to hurt other people because of the way they're feeling. If you feel bad, take a deep breath. Inhale, breathe out. and then talk to us. And you start feeling better. The more you talk, the more you enjoy, the more you speak, the more you laugh, you will feel a whole lot better. And Sarah said, yes, you get all that when you either on the channel or is a moderator. Thank you, Sarah. That's why I want people to know. If you ever feel that you're being pushed out the room, half the time it don't be the moderator or the host. There's someone in that room doing it. Be aware of that. Be aware. You think people like you, honey, people don't like you. It's so much going on right now. We got all kind of stuff happening with the orangutan president. Then you got people in the chat room trying to be up. Then you got people that just don't like you, period. Even in your own neighborhood, in the grocery store, in the church, no matter where you go, you can be on the airplane, on the plane, somebody got an attitude. It don't even matter where you go. Some people are there. He shouldn't have been blocked from your channel though. An individual can block themselves from seeing his comment. Yesterday he was benched. I saw it. And I was trying to read what it said. It was like everything was missing. He was writing, and all of a sudden his whole name, everything disappeared. And I know my moderator, he doesn't do that. So I felt that someone blocked him. If he don't show up tonight or any other more days, I don't know what to say. But if he ever show up, that means he's not blocked. You either block or report. That's the only two things you can do. And when you report somebody, you better have your stuff together because you got to have proof and evidence that they did these things that you're reporting to YouTube. YouTube have a policy. You'll go to jail for bullying, for doxing, harassing, just doing things to people, picking on a person daily basis. Every time you see them, you're picking. YouTube have a policy. You will get protected on YouTube. All you got to do is report those people. And then YouTube will do something about it. YouTube will give a strike. YouTube will take your channel down and you won't be able to get it back. So it is some hope on YouTube. That's why I'm here. That's why it's on YouTube, because I feel safer. Because YouTube have policies. Sarah said, unless they are a moderator. Sarah, you just had block and report. When you showed me, you could block a person. You ain't got to be a moderator. I was on another channel and I hit the 3 dots and I saw that I could block anybody I wanted to block. All I had to do was pick a name. And I told the host, he said, I didn't do it. The moderator said, I didn't do it. I said, you can block anybody without being a host or a moderator, because it's right there. All you do is pick a name and you hit that button. Like you just showed everybody. You showed me the option. The option was report or block. You ain't got to be no moderator to do those two things. No. Moderators don't get that much power unless the host give them a whole full power. A moderator don't get a whole full power. Otherwise, they might as well be the host. The host got the power, really. Sure do. Yeah. And then he said, yes, you get all that when you either on the channel or is a moderator. Both those answers are correct. He shouldn't be blocked from your channel, though. An individual can block themselves from seeing his comment. An individual can block themselves. I haven't seen that one where you block your own self. Now, I've seen people block other people, but I ain't never seen nobody block their own self. I don't think they block themselves. But when you block a person, they can't come back. They can't come into the chat. They can't even make a comment. That's what blocking does. Now, you put them on timeout, that means they got time to get back into the chat, or they come back another time. Then if you just delete their comment, they steady be in the chat room, nothing happens. Nothing happens. But once you block a person, they are out. And then I got to go unblock them. So I will check for his name and see if he blocked. I can't do that. I can find out if he blocked or not. Yeah, I'm concerned about Michael, because if he blocked, that's not right. That's sad if somebody would do something like that. And Deborah Arizona Honey Bee said, I hope Michael gets back in the chat. It is just strange that it was done while the meeting was going on. Yes, it happened during the meeting. and he was talking. I was laughing and at his comment, and I liked his comment. And all of a sudden, he was struck out of it. And I know Michael did not leave that chat room like that. Michael didn't do that. He go all the way. I know my moderators, they've been with me a long time. They go all the way with me. Sometimes Amy might leave before everybody. Amy about the main one that will leave before anybody. But everybody else, they go all the way with me. They go all the way. So I pays attention to my moderators. Amy said, can you unblock him? Yes, Amy. I'm going to check and see, is he blocked? Because when they block him, he's going to go under a block list. But I don't know. I won't know. We're going to wait and see if he's going to show up anytime. Let's give him a couple of days. You never know. He might want to take a break. He might have some responsibility he got going on. So we will know if he blocked or not if we never see him again. Because once you block a person, they cannot come back into the chat. They have to be unblocked by me, the host. You can't even unblock him. Only the host can do it. Sarah said, no, what I'm saying is if I block him, I can no longer see his comment. That's what I meant. If you block him, nobody can see his comment, not even me. He's gone. That's if anybody did it. Not just you, it's all of us will not see his comments. And we will not even see him again until he's being unblocked. And I don't know, when people get blocked, sometimes they might get upset. They might not even want to come back to the channel. They probably think the moderator did it. They might think the host did it, because that's our job. The moderator's job, the matter of fact, my moderators don't block nobody. They either time you out and delete your comment. I have not seen now one of my moderators block anyone. No one. So I don't know. I don't know. And I never tell them to block people. I does that part. If I want to block somebody, it's got to be a good reason. You just don't block people just to block them. That's not nice at all. So that's why I tell my moderators, let me deal with the hard part. If anybody come in this room attacking, let them attack Babe Solo. And I tell them, the moderator, do not speak for me, do not help me, because I don't want them to be picked on when they go on another channel, because you know what's going on. All of y'all know how these people work. Everybody knows what happens when you say something and you try to help somebody out. You go in another chat room, they're attacking you. And I feel that my moderators don't deserve to be attacked. So I said, if anybody coming in want to get crazy with Babe Solo, let me deal with it by my own self, because you guys don't deserve to be picked on. Not even the one that's not a moderator. I don't even want you to be picked on. Just let me deal with these people. I got over 150 people blocked already. I got more against me than with me. And they still coming at me right now today. And I'm okay with it, because you know why? When you know you ain't done no wrong, why would you work? Why would you sit up and let a person sweat you when you ain't did no wrong? Oh, praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. See, when you ain't did no wrong, you ain't got to worry about these sick people. But you do got to watch and pray. You got to watch your surroundings. Because some of them done lost their mind. Sean said, I was ready to go last night. You're all right, Sean. I hear you. And Sarah said, that's weird. It doesn't work like that on other channels where people have blocked individuals. It did. I was there when it went down. It did happen, Sarah. It happened 2 days ago. And I wrote in that chat and told them, you can block other people. Because you know how I know, Sarah? I hit the 3 dots because I was using my desktop. And I looked at the name and it said I could block them. And I wasn't even a moderator. Yes, you can. This lady kept getting knocked out the room. And the moderator said, I unblocked you. And then I told the moderator and the host, I said, people in this chat room can block other people. Yes. That's because they're nasty and they're evil and they're wicked. That's what it's all about. Michael said, oh, Sean, I done did it again. I called you Michael. We must be missing Michael already. Michael, you guys, even Sean, they're my people that make me laugh. The Deborah Arizona Honeybee. And Miss Regina, they are so cool. I'm serious. You guys will love them. He said, you listen, we ask. He said, you listen, we ask. Yeah. My moderators are very, very nice people. They really are. I appreciate them. Yes. And thank you, Amy, for bringing that up, because I was, my video was, I had to wait like 24 hours. Once the 24 hours come up, I can watch my video, but I get to see the panel, and I'll be able to know what happened to Michael once I get to put the panel up, and then I get to see the chat. Y'all won't be able to see it, but I will be able to. Yeah, the hosts get to see what everybody said. You could delete your comment, and I can still read what you said, even though you deleted it. That's why you gotta be careful when you're in the room talking, you know what I'm saying? You might say some stuff that nobody don't like. You say, oops, I shouldn't have wrote that. Then you delete it. The host will still get to see it. But I'm a nice host, though. I don't get crazy on people unless somebody coming here out of control. I'm working on myself too, y'all. I'm working on myself. Thank you, Sean. I was just so tickled. And Sarah said, yeah, I'm sharing what I witnessed on my platform and others that I mock for. But you're right. Some people have ill intentions and only do that too because of trouble. Yes. Yes. And you know what, Sarah? I don't want my moderators being picked on. That's why I have to never interfere when someone come in the room and disrespect Babe Solo channel, because they go to other channels. They don't just come to my channel. And I don't want them being picked on, because this internet stuff is bad. They come hard. They like to take you to court, all that stuff. And they try to find proof to put you in that situation. But all you got to do is just don't say nothing. Live your life and be you. And don't worry about if they like me or not. Why would you worry about people that try to dictate your life and try to control your life? You got your own family to deal with, kids, husband, boyfriend, lover. Whatever you got in your life, you got that to deal with outside this internet. And that's why I tell my moderators, I want them to enjoy themselves. I want them to enjoy their life. I want them to have, because they got responsibilities, so do I outside this room. That's why I don't come on but once a night. Because I want people to enjoy their life. Even though they might run to other channels, I'm not going to wear them down like that. Nah. And I'm not gonna wear me down. I take naps and everything. I'm not gonna sleep and everything. I be enjoying my life. I don't be sitting up here thinking about other people, how they treat me. They're gonna do it no matter what. And thank you, Sarah, for that comment. That's a good comment you made. Yeah, and I like this one too that you made. That is so true. See, they weird. Yeah, I found out you can block people without being a moderator. I sat there and tried it, but I didn't block the person. Thank you, I understand. Yeah. So Amy was worried about Michael, and so was Sean, so was I, so was Deborah. We all were, because we all is a team. We've been together for the longest. We've been riding hard. We ride hard together. And thank you, Lakeisha Wilson, for joining Babe Solo channel. Her and Sarah is new to my channel, and I really appreciate you both for coming back, because that is nice to see you guys come back to Babe Solo channel. I truly is grateful to have you here, and I hope you find what you're looking for over here on Babe Solo channel, because I be watching other channels. Sometimes I be like, oh my God, if they can watch this stuff, they can watch Babe Solo. Some stuff, man. I be like, dang. I said, whoa, they can sit up there and watch this. They can watch my stuff. I had to share that. So anyway, I just wanted, we talked about the National Guards, and we talked about the orangutan with the stuff coming out the window. Sean said it was wet diapers. I like that answer. That was the best answer that was given. Even though Tiny said drugs, I like the one that Sean said when he said it might be a wet diaper. This one right here. This was the best answer for the stuff coming out the window of the White House. This was the best answer, you guys, right here. The wet diaper. Thank you, Sean. You made Bay Solo laugh. Laughter is good for my soul if it ain't good for you guys' soul. I love laughter. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful to laugh. I love laughing. Yes, I do. And I hope you guys have a smile on you guys' face. And don't let no one take your joy from you. I want you all to try to live your best life and be happy in spite of what's going on in the world. And you can do that if you just focus and meditate and take time out for yourself, get some rest, try to eat properly. If you can't get all the stuff you like, eat close enough to give you strength and give you fiber, protein, and what's the other one? Fiber, protein, and what's the other one? I like using I love to dip into fiber. And the protein is good. That's where the fish and meat come in that. And fruit and vegetables. There we go. The fruit and vegetables. Try to have that in your meals, you guys. And lots of water. Always more water than the soda pops and the juices, because the juices is not that hot either. And if you're going to do fruit, do blueberry, blackberry, raspberry. Grapes are very, very sweet for those that are close to being a diabetic. Grapes are not that good to use if you're close enough to be a diabetic or if you are diabetic. And I know some diabetics have to drink orange juice when they get low in energy to pep them back up. I understand that. Yes, I do. Yeah. So that's why I had to talk about this too. And then I wanted to bring up about the student loans. This is very, very important because I got granddaughters in college. And they're going to college for RN nurses and stuff like that. And I just hope and pray that God bring them through this change of bill. This bill is going to go in effect in July of 2026. And right now, there are people that are being cut from their grants. There's people that don't have enough tuition to come back for a semester. They're worried, they're scared because they have gotten so far where they're about to get their master's degrees of science. And this is what it says. The Trump administration is reshaping the future of student loans for all PELL grants to replace repayment programs, while staffing cuts at the Department of Education are raising questions about whether students will be able to get answers when they need them. They're cutting even the staff. This is crazy. Why would the orangutan want to hurt our college children? Even adults go back to college. That One Big Beautiful Bill Act is now law for millions of students, experts say. It marks the biggest shift in federal financial aid in decades. If you want to go to the website, it's https://F and Frank, S and Sam, partners.ed.gov, Knowledge Center, Library, electronic announcement /2025-08-15, or I can type it up here, 2026-27, F and Frank, A and Apple, F and Frank, S and Sam, A and Apple, -form and Pell, PELL grant eligibility updates. So I can type it in if anybody want it, or I can email it, or I will write it in under my post on my page. That if you want information and see if you're eligible for your, I wouldn't go for the for that bill that called the Dream Act. I wouldn't go for that one. That's the one that the orangutan put in effect. I would try my best to stay with the financial aid. Keep applying for the financial aid and get what you can. If you go for the Dream Act, it's gonna swallow you. You would never pay it off. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. The One Big Beautiful Act bill brings a pretty change across the landscape of financial aid, financial post, and Secretary of Education. The president of the CEO of the National Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators, which represents more than 27,000 professionals, professionals. I mean, the professors, you know, the professor that teaches the class, who help students and families finance their post-secondary education in the United States and in its territory. This man is trying to destroy America. God forbid. Pray for blessing. Pray that God continue to keep you and your family. And it says the loan program, both the types of loans students can receive, the amount they can receive. Importantly, the repayment terms that they may have. That's the problem right there, paying for that money instead of getting the financial aid. Financial aid is supposed to help you with the low income. And those that got big money, then I could see them going for the DREAM Act bill, but they're going to wish they hadn't went for it because they're going to be owing that until the day they die. And when they die, they still going to owe that bill. Because that bill is expensive. Among the most notable changes, the Pell Grant will now be expanded to short-term workforce training programs starting July 2026. However, there is now stricter eligibility, and they got the website again, for the same traditional bail receptionists. It's sad, people, but don't let it get you down. Please don't. Don't let it get you down. And I got a daughter right now, granddaughter right now, going to school for being an RN, and she had to pay a big lump sum just to get in. A big lump sum, and my ex-husband had to pay for her to get into RN nursing school. And she had to have a big down payment in cash. And I told her to go to her grandfather. He put her in. That's what happens here. Our family have to help us. You can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Oh, thank you, Sarah. She said, my pleasure. Oh, that's sweet of you. And Sean said he's taking the grants from the kids. Yes. Sean, everybody that's listening, those that are watching on the outside. Everybody keep talking about the Republican, Democrat, Independent. It's not all about that. We are the people of the United States of America, no matter what race we are. The man is trying to take from every department whatever he can get. He's doing it to the nursing homes. He's doing it to the faculties that work in the nursing home. He's doing it to the hospital. He's doing it to the car dealers, the union workers. Did you see them marching? They weren't marching just for union jobs. They were marching for the teachers, for the nursing homes, for education, all that stuff. They were marching for everything. They said we have to save our democracy. And the way we're going to save it, everybody in this chat, those that are watching far out, we got to cast our vote. Just because they redirecting that map, they still got to get votes. And I don't think these Republicans that they putting that map around, I think they understand that something ain't right. They got to understand it, because why would you vote for a man that's taking away your food stamps, your Medi-Cal, telling you you got to work 80 hours and you might not even find a job? Yeah, John said that's bogus. That's bogus. Deborah said, my daughter is in nursing program and she lost her financial aid and she is single parent. So she has to work and take care of her daughter and figure out how she's going to pay her tuition. Yes, Deborah, you make me want to cry right now. I feel emotional because I got a granddaughter just got in and she had to pay over $4,500 just to get in. She was panicking. And I told her to go to her grandfather. And he put her in there. And then they said immigrant families are struggling to pay tuition at Austin, Texas. In Texas, immigrants are struggling to pay their tuition. Yes. Yes. As President ORANGTAN Trump returned to office in 2025, his administration immediately began interacting significant changes to federal student aid, financial aid. Deborah, everybody, this was planned all along. He was the puppet master. The whole time he wasn't president, he was telling them all what to do. He told them to put that mic, whatever that Speaker of the House. They didn't like that Speaker of the House. They gave that man trouble. Trump called and told them, put him in there. He made sure they all did exactly what he said. For a sick man that's falling apart. All right. Sean said, oh my God, that's Deborah. Sean, you need to say, oh my God, for face. Hold on, too. My granddaughter just got in. This is her first time. I'm glad my daughter is finished. My daughter finished. She was an RN. Then she went back to school during the pandemic. She went online and she graduated as a nurse practitioner. I'm glad my daughter not still there. And guess what, John and Deborah? She still have to pay her loan. She got a loan. And she left school at 17 years old. And now she's 40. And she was in school at age 17 in college. Picture all them years and she's still paying the loan. Yeah. And Mike came in, he gave forgiving loan. Her best friend loan was forgiven. But my daughter wasn't. But her best friend got it. So that did work. We saw it with our own eyes over here. We saw that my daughter's best friend, her loan was forgiven. But it didn't happen for my daughter. Everybody can't get it. It just didn't happen for my daughter. And Deborah said he is targeting Black, brown people of color. He overhauls the student aid system and impact grants, loans, and repay plans. That's what he wants. He wants y'all stuck, just like we get the credit card and we can't get out of debt. That's what he's doing to the students. And what's going to happen, everybody? Some of the kids are not going to go back to school. And they went so far. I pray to God that none of those children don't do something drastic to themselves. Because some kids can't handle the stress. They can't handle the stress. And he's stressing them right now. It said that the minority families struggle to pay their tuition in Austin, Texas, because they under the DREAM Act is repelled. The DREAM Act bill is repelled. The college senior is moving into apartments for the first time. It's supposed to be exciting, but now they having mixed emotions. In June, the United States Department of Justice sued Texas for excess in the state tuition for students without legal status, arguing in the Texas DREAM Act discrimination against United States citizens. Within hours, the state concealed against United States citizens. The news is using only because of privacy concern over the immigration status. That was the one thing that I felt like I had. It was my education. That's the one thing I thought I had. I never thought it would be taken away from me. This is a student saying this. And for now, he said, look what happened. I was crushed. After they heard the news, the family tried to stay positive. They thought maybe it would take a while for the state to eliminate the program. But in mid-July, university officials asked Mario for proof of lawful status to keep paying in state tuition. I am not considered a Texas resident, so I have nothing to show. Mario was born in Mexico, but grew up in Texas. During his first 3 years of college, the tuition could get financial aid through the Texas DREAM Act. Now the family have to pay $13,000 a year. $13,000 a year for dorm and meals. Sean said, all I can say, I really tried. Me too, Sean. I got a granddaughter right now. She just got in. She just only been in there 2 months. And she needed $4,300 to get in the door. To get in the door. I haven't talked to her lately. I got to check on her and see how she's doing. But I told her to call my daughter because my daughter is a nurse practitioner in case she needs some, advice. I told her to call my daughter on advice. But this bill wasn't signed yet when I told her that. So I got to check on my granddaughter. Sean said, what the F? He won a plantation? Yes, Sean. Did you hear about he built a $1 billion building to snatch people off the streets and put them in? the black and brown, Asian, Afro-American, Indian, Chinese, Filipino, Muslim, no matter what you are. You don't look like him, like an orange orangutan, you going in that building. That's why they don't want the National Guard here. Because they snatch you, you gone. You gone. I'm gonna mind my own business. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it through this, Sean. I'm gonna make it through this mess. And you gonna make it through, Sean. Everybody in the chat, everybody listening to me on the outside, you gonna make it through this mess. Because that one thing y'all gotta remember, God's still sitting on the throne. God is your provider, not the orangutan. God is your provider. God is the one who wakes you up every day, not that orangutan. And anything you fear God. Don't fear that orangutan and all his threats. And this is what he said right here.
You're definitely going to send National Guard troops to Chicago?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
Did you hear that? I didn't say when, but we're going in. You see, I didn't say when. What? I didn't say when. When I read Summer Project 2025, this is Deborah Arizona Honeybee speaking, everybody. When I read Summer Project 2025, he lied and said he did not know nothing about it. But I remember that, Deborah. I remember that. But what he is doing today, over 50% of the Project 2025 is in the process. It's already started. Don't know why they say in July 2026. It's happening now. People are having this happen now. This was August 28th. This happened to this student. Immigrant families struggle to pay tuition. And you just heard Deborah. No immigrant. He's doing it to everybody. No matter who you are, as long as you get that money. It's all about money. It's all about that money. When I first started, I told y'all he wanted $1 trillion. He's cutting back to get $1 trillion from American people. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is, guys. I needed to bring this out because we got people that got kids in college. Not everybody got kids in college, but I know there's a people out there watching this channel. And those that do the replay, I'm serious. This is real and it's happening. This man is not playing with none of us. He's unfit to be a president of the United States of America. But what can we do? He's the president of the orangutans. He's definitely an orangutan. He definitely is. And he don't care about nobody. He worse than Pharaoh in the Bible. Pharaoh's heart was so cold, he wouldn't even listen to God. He just did everything. God destroyed everything. And Sean said, oh, the werewolf, J.D. Vance, is going after his job. Tell me, Sean, and why is he so damn quiet? All I do is see him standing in the background. Look right here. He's standing in the
Look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation. When 20 people are killed over the last 2.5 weeks, and
this lying man, about 20 people was killed. Y'all better fact check this man. Come out, 20 people was killed. Come on now. You know what? If he go all over the whole United 50 states, it's going to be millions of people was killed. Because people die all the time. You ain't here to stay. We're not here to stay. And I'm going to tell you something. Before we all was born in this world, they were killing in the Bible days. Killing. There's always going to be a killing. It's sad. I hate to talk this way, but it's the truth. But you got to remember, God is still sitting on the throne. God already knows this all is going to happen. We just got to get through the process. And you can get through it. You can get through it. Yes. Now we're going to leave on a happy note. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to continue taking care of your families like you've been doing. You don't let this man, this orangutan, pull you down. Because this orangutan, he's pitiful. He's pitiful. Pitiful. And those trillionaires and billionaires put him back in office. Yeah.
Of the criminals. These are hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington.
I can't listen to that man talk. He looks so damn stupid to me. He looks so stupid. Do anyone have anything else to say before Baby Solo closed out? Because we need to just get a bounce in here. Y'all need y'all to, you know, pull yourself together. Don't let this man bring you down, because I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to be supportive to my family. I'm going to be very supportive to my family. Now, I'm going to encourage my family. You got to encourage one another. It's all it's about. And thank you so much, Deborah, for that great information. I hope everybody is reading it. I hope everybody understands this is real. And Sean, that's what he wants to do. But God forbid, it ain't going to happen, Sean. It's too many of us. It's too many. They think some people will lay down their life for America. And that's sad that you got to lay down your life for other people that don't even care about you, don't even care to vote. That's why I said, those don't vote, I will vote for you. Because I'm going to make sure my vote matters and my vote be counted. The midterms are coming up next year. The months are going fast. Before you know it, we're going to be in 2026. Prepare yourself now. Don't wait till 2026. Start getting a strategy. Start planning what you need to do for yourself and your family. For those that are really deep involved with their family like that, get a strategy. And then don't forget, God is your provider. God is your provider. Yes. Wait a minute. Sean said something right here. Sean said him and JD lied. We all heard it. We all heard it. Yes. And Deborah said when Trump got back in office, he started cutting funding for the USAID, Department of Education. Yes, that's right. And Department of Human Services, Department of Housing, Environment Protection, DOJ mini program council, and more. Remember, they laid off all those people that worked in the government. All of them got laid off. You're right, Deborah. He laid off a lot of people at the Social Security office, even at the IRS office. They trying to get that money out. But I'm going to tell you something. I got some information. I'm going to bring it tomorrow, the Lord's willing, about California. They won again against Trump. Yeah. They won on the National Guard situation, not about the map. They already done that. They're going to vote on that in November of 2026. But it's about the National Guards. The judge said, no, you're breaking the law. There's no reason to bring the National Guards to LA. So not California, I mean, I say LA. You know, LA, the name be mentioned, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people talking about the orangutan, the celebrities, everybody going hard. They're not going to stand for this stuff. People aren't going to fight back. Yes. So how you guys feel right now? You guys okay? I am. Baby Solo is okay. I'm trying my best not to let this type of stuff distract my mind. But if you go to other channels, oh my God, it will drive you nuts when you hear what other people are saying. Deborah says, Sean D414, JD Vance is a disgrace also. And what is up with the black eyeliner he wears? I didn't notice that. Something's up with that man. The Trump might be doing the baby oil too. He said, I too. Titan said, she's not going to be worried about these people. Wait a minute, Deborah. You sure he ain't doing this? You sure he ain't doing this? John said he needs to pay Elon Musk back. They wear black eyeliner. I saw that too. I was saying, that guy is wearing that stuff, man. What's up with that? And I noticed that too, Miss Deborah. I said, why has he got on some doggone eyeliner? You know, he got on some black eyeliner. Oh my God, this is too funny. And Titan said, me, I am too. Titan, we ain't gonna worry about it, huh, Titan? Live, people. Live your best life. Tomorrow ain't promised to that orangutan like it ain't promised to neither one of us. I don't know what make him think that his life is forever. And it's not forever. Sean said, yes, he wear black eyeliner. I don't even have none on, Sean. He got more than me. I have none on. And this fool put on black eyeliner. What's up with that, Sean? Sean, you sure he ain't using that baby oil? He might be using that baby oil, Sean. I am so serious. Dude, what you doing with that eyeliner on, man? What's up with that? And you know what? I ain't heard too much about Elon Musk. Have y'all heard anything about Elon Musk? Ain't nobody talking about him too much. He's quiet. What's up with that? Why is that man quiet? Is he somewhere high, allegedly? Laying him high? He is using something. He's using something. Yes. He's using something. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. He's using something. I haven't heard about Elon Musk. I haven't heard nobody talking about him. It's all about National Guard, Chicago, National Guard, Governor Pritzker, Governor Newsom. Come on, people. Why are they going so hard on J.B. Pritzker for? What's up with that? Why go hard on him and the mayor of they are, okay, if you accept the orangutan, you can't accept J.B. Pritzker or Mayor Johnson? What's up with that? I've been listening to people. They going hard on the governor and the mayor, but they ain't going hard on the damn orangutan that's doing all this shit to everybody. Then they say the man is doing, the orangutan is doing this. They so stupid. They ass gonna be suffering right along with everybody else. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I'm glad Trump doing this. I'm glad Trump doing this. All right. The Democrats, they stupid. They weak. What the hell? And the one that's saying this, you look pathetic. I be staring at them. I be like, damn, what are you doing? You ain't doing shit but sitting up here talking. I don't see you trying to fight for the American people. You just sitting there talking. With booty juice, probably soaking wet in your clothes. And wait a minute, you sure y'all ain't using the baby oil too? Wearing a diaper? Where that diaper at? Y'all sure y'all ain't got a diaper on too? Then they go about Amy. Hey, my Amy in the house. She said, Mayor of Chicago doesn't play. Amy, they don't like him. And so many people don't like him. And JB, they don't even like Newsom either. What is wrong with these folks? I gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna catch my vote in the midterms and 2026 November. God's willing that I be alive to do so. And thank you, Amy. They don't need to play, Amy, because people that are talking about them, it just, I don't know what they, and then you got people that believe in these people that be talking. Why can't people just do their own research? Do your own research on everything. Read that 2025 bill. How many pages is Miss Deborah Arizona B? I think it's like, how many pages? 900 pages? If it's 900 pages, what that tells you? He's taking away 900 shit. He's taking away a whole lot from the United States of America. It's getting so bad, Canada, Spain, all of them do not want to do no business over here. They don't want to do no tourist attraction, none of those things. They done put a freeze on the United States. The United States is losing revenue right now. Look it up. Look it up. All you got to do is Google it. You're going to see for yourself. They don't even want to come here and do tourism. They stopped going to Los Angeles. They stopped going to Vegas. They stopped coming to the United States. They put a freeze. They said, I'd be damned if I put my money over in the United States after Trump, ORANGTAN Trump, and put all this sanction on us. And I'm going to tell you why your bills is going up and your food going up, because what the ORANGTAN have done to the other countries. Deborah Arizona said, does anybody remember when J.D. Pence did a press conference and he made a remark that Papa and Mama, the grandparents, can take care of the grandkids, and as an excuse why they're cutting funds for kids' child care? Deborah, do you know that ain't gonna always happen? Ain't no grandparents, nothing take care of nothing. They don't understand. Everybody ain't no grandma. Everybody ain't no grandparents. So they need to stop that, because that ain't gonna work. Everybody don't do that stuff. Sean said, I hate to say it, Mega is still trying to ride the high for this dude. They doing this, Sean. That's why. They got the baby oil going on, Sean. They got some baby oil going on with this orangutan. You hear me? That's right. They riding hard and heavy. And they wearing diapers too. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. Mm-hmm. Deborah said, I'm encouraged. Let us all vote. There you go, Deborah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's vote, people. Republicans, Democrats, Independent. All right. 18 and up. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. And you know what? He messing with them college students. He don't know what he's doing. Them college students ain't gonna sit back and want him to have those people running the house. The house is the lawmakers. Did you notice they're not fighting for the Senate? They're only fighting for the House. They are fighting for the House. I found out there's a mayor over in Pennsylvania. She's a Democrat. They said on Tuesday she announced her bid to run for Congress. And her name is Mayor Paige Garnett. And this is her right here. She put in her bid to run. And she said the rank of the Democrats now running for Congress in Pennsylvania include a permanent mayor and a state labor leader, and give the party the kind of candidate recruitment it needs ahead to the next year. And they also said by her putting her bid in for running for the Democrat of 2026 midterm elections, line up in a state that gives her party perhaps the best chance to gain multiple seats without redrawing congressional lines. So what they're saying is, by this lady running, they might don't even have to draw any maps and lines for them to get some votes in there. For her running in Pennsylvania, for Congress in Pennsylvania. Her name is Paige, P-A-I-G-E, Garnett, C-O-G-N-E-T-T-I. She's the mayor right now in Pennsylvania of a city called Scranton, where they had the first electric street cars, and they are called the Electric City. She's in that city where they first started the electric street cars. Yes. And she put in her bid on Tuesday. She announced her bid for Congress in Pennsylvania, adding yet another competent Democrat to the 2026 midterm election, lined up in a state that gives her party perhaps its best chance to gain multiple seats without redrawing Congress lines. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this. Things are gonna be okay, people. Don't let people stress you out running from channel to channel. All these channels you watching, they will drive you nuts. When you run to too many channels, this stuff will drive you sickly nuts. And it will put depression in your mind, depression in your thought. From hearing what people say, you can't go by all these people on here talking about these governments and stuff in politics. That's their opinion. Go with your own opinion. Deborah said, I'm encouraged. Let us all vote. And then Sean said, bad hands and ankles. He jacked up. But you see, he's behind the podium. He's keeping his hands down. He tried to bring him up, so they must have doctored on him. You know he get that good medicine. You know he get that good medicine. Look at his neck. Look at this. What's wrong with his hand and his neck, y'all? That's what he was trying to say. This was fake when they threw stuff out the window. Sean, you say that probably was some wet diapers. I'll be like that. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I'm like that. I'm encouraged. If anybody encouraged me and Devin, we encouraged. Yeah, we encouraged. Yeah, I'm encouraged. I'm going to sleep at night. I'm not going to be tossing and turning. And those that live in other states, check your stuff and see what your governor is doing. See if they're fighting for you. See if they're doing what they got to do to keep your democracy. Because in my state of Illinois, J.B. Prince is my governor. I applaud him. And California is where I came from. And I applaud the mayor, the governor of California, Newsom. Yes, I do. Hello. I say I sleep good. You guys sleep good too. I'm waking up. I don't even know what I dream. I can sleep so good. I don't even know what I dream. I don't even dream, matter of fact. Hello. I like that tiny thing that I sleep good. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna live my day by day. I'm gonna keep on living day by day. Long as God give me the breath to wake up and see another day. I'm gonna continue to do what I've been doing. Nothing is not gonna change in my household because it's already fixed. Whatever I got, that's what I got. That's what I live on. That's what I live on. That orangutan don't know me from Tom, Dick, and Harry. There's too many of us in this world. He don't know who we are. But we're going to sit over here and let this thing worry us. No, not in my house. It's not going to happen. And my family was already working before he always said this stuff. And people that were working from the SNAP, they was working a long time ago. Then I heard somebody say, oh, they got lazy. Come on, we got lazy. Don't put me in. I ain't no we here. Just say people got lazy. Don't say we got lazy. When I hear people talk, they always say we. No, you can't include everybody in that we, honey. Because I got people in my family goes to work. And they get the SNAP. They get Medicaid. And I'm not going to look down on my family because they get that in their life. They ain't getting enough money working part-time, full-time. They need the assistance. They don't get enough. It's going to be hell on wheels. I don't think this stuff going to go right and good when he cut them, when everything started hitting the fan in 2026. We got to still run, Sean. Me and you and Devin, everybody want to run. We're going to have to still run to Canada. 74 million, remember those people I was telling you about 74 million in Florida. They are Republicans. They are Medicare. Remember I told y'all about that. 74 million Republicans. They support the Obamacare. Republicans in Texas support the Obamacare. And they talk about cutting that out. It's going to be hell to pay. They're going to hurt everybody. And everybody going to wake up and smell the coffee. And they don't even all drink coffee. They're going to be smelling that coffee smell. Sean said, I'm going to be very serious. People are sick and tired. I am too, Sean. That's why, Sean, I'm not going to let this orangutan worry me. And these YouTubers and all the people that's talking about this stuff. Because I don't run from channel to channel to channel. You run from channel to channel to channel, this stuff will make you sick. It'll make you sick. Just like my bishop told me about church. He said, stop running from church to church. You got to be careful when you run from church to church. That's how I feel about running from channel to channel. You got to be careful. You'll get wrapped up in that mess. A lot of people believe these things, what people say. And like I told people a long time ago, we are not going to change a solo. Wherever I am, that's who I am. And I'm not going to change for nobody but God. That the only change will be made through God. Yes, I like that, Sean. And Sean said, tiny. And he laughed. Because Tiny said, I sleep good. And Deborah said, I can't be watching my grandkids all the time. I'm tired. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to travel and run on the beach. Come on, Deborah. You got that right, Deborah. The grandparents go, shit, the grandparents, some of them on oxygen, some of them can't breathe, they got asthma, they got diabetes, liver transplant, all this stuff. Who in the world gonna be watching kids and they sick? You can't do that. Everybody can't do that. I'm with Deborah. I'm with Deborah. Y'all be having all them babies out there. Who gonna keep them? Who gonna keep them babies? I'm serious. I will tell my family in a minute. Don't be having all them babies out there. Who gonna keep them? There's no baby around here. There's no baby. When I say my great grandson, I'm not the mother. I'm the great grandmother. Okay, he got a grandmother. I am the great grandmother. Well, what it look like the great grandmother keeping kids 24/7? Only way I would do it if the mother came deceased or she came missing in action and she never returned back again. Yeah, I'll take care of my family like that. But if the mother's around, I'm not the mother. Nope. And I'm so glad for my family. I thank God for my family that they don't take advantage of me. I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I pray right now for everyone that is in this room. I pray that God strengthen your heart, strengthen your mind, give you strength, take the worries away, take the burdens away, help you financially and mentally. Yes, we need that. We need that. I'm trying to look like Bonzo in the song. You're so funny. You gotta put a song on this record tag. Hold on. Wait on. When the record tag needs a song. Put a song on that. You better put one on that record tag, Sean. Where that screenshot at, Sean? Oh my God. I hope everybody's okay. How you doing, Tiny, Amy, Deborah, Sean, Miss Regina, Sarah, Lakeisha Watson? Oh, I said Watson, Wilson. I said Watson. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys don't let this stuff get you down because I'm sure not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it affect me. All is well. All is well, people. Keep in mind, God is still sitting on the throne. And if you read the Bible enough, you already know God says, no, it's going to be rumors of war. There's going to be wars. And don't forget, America is not bad off as other countries. Try to remember, other countries are worse off than America is. At least we can protest. At least we can stand up for our rights. At least we can vote. There's other countries you can't do nothing, neither one. Keep in mind, you are American with a voice. And you use your voice in your vote. And Dave Solo is going to go off now and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you are on, because y'all are awesome. And thank you guys for coming in with Dave Solo, because I am grateful that you are here and I'm happy you came. Every time you said, I'm doing good. Yeah. And then, let me tell people that senior citizen and all those, and then you're not going to get affected as much. They're going to go after the ones that are younger. The younger people, they're trying to go after the younger people, and they're trying to destroy the young people's lives. And then the ones that are sickly, they're not going to be able to hurt you like you think they will. No, they can't do that. No. You got to be kidding me. No. LaShawn never said, shut your mouth. You go shine with your bad self. And then Tiny said, I'm doing good. I hear you, Tiny. I'm with Tiny, man. I'm serious. When I get off this line, I'm gonna kick my feet up and I'm gonna have a smile on my face and I'm gonna thank the good Lord above how good He has been to me and my family, friends, and how good He's been to my chat room, how good He's been to my moderators and their families and friends all over the world. I'm grateful to God for those that are watching on the other side, those that are gonna do the replay. If they go to my channel, I thank God for you all. And I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna be happy in my spirit and my soul. Yeah, I mean every word. Yes, I do. Like I'm about to sign off right now. And I hope you guys cheer up. Be a good cheer. Be a good spirit. Look at your life. Be thankful for what you have and what's going on with you. Just don't let other people pull you down. Take care of yourself. And babe Solo will see you tomorrow night. This is the Lord's will. Thank you, Miss Regina. Tony Honey B. Tiny, Amy. Lakeisha. Sarah. It's gonna be all right. People take care. God bless you. And have a good evening, good night, good afternoon, and a good morning.